Dan Jungleman Cates has jumped into the action. I had a chance to speak with him before he got in the game. I asked him, what's your strategy going in? He said his strategy is to bust every player at the table and bring the most action. He also says that he is the only true Dan at the table and is ready to take Action Dan down. Kyle, back to you.
Thank you, Sandor. So we have a battle over who the true Dan is. A battle of the Dans. There can be only one. We have a Highlander kind of situation here between the two Dans.
I make it this much.
Jungleman. Gonna take it to the streets against Action Dan. Action Dan raises right back and gets it done.
Oh.
Okay.
Little needle there, Ethan.
Jungleman and Action Dan, two small suited aces.
Huh?
Action Dan eligible for that two-hand bonus.
Is that right? How can I get 4,200 back? You made it 1,200.
No, you made it 1,200, right? I give you 4,000 back and you give me 52.
All right, if you say so.
The buck is right.
All right.
Aside from the little awkward argument you guys had, a little
Check.
situation. I felt like the little
And let's start the leveling war.
was under tension.
You decided to call.
Action Dan gonna try to take that bounty down. $1,000 for winning two hands in a row. He's gonna win it.
I think it was pretty surprising.
Action Dan just calling with the fours. Remember, he's now eligible for that $2,500 bonus if he wins three hands in a row here. And there's a 4. It's good to be Action Dan. And look at this for Jungleman. We could have the biggest pot of the night right here. Jungleman with 2 pair, and he couldn't look less interested in this pot. He just calls.
You need time to lead 300 in this.
And everyone's going to think that Action Dan is going for that bounty. So he's going to use the leveling war against them. Raises to 8,000. He is trying to level out a call because it looks like he's going for it. And he gets the action he wants from Mariano. Incredible leveling by Action Dan. The huge overraise gets Mariano to punt over it. Only in the bounty game would you see a hand like this. Mariano making his stand with the insurrection. Jack 6. He needs a deuce or a 7.
I always let the other person choose. If you ask me,
let's go
it's
twice
once.
then.
Sure. Yep.
Wait, is his name Dan too?
Also Dan.
So why?
Yeah.
Wait, if there's only supposed to be one Dan.
This is
there's a
Action
bit of a
Dan,
problem
that's
here.
Lex Dan.
Wait, why aren't you beating up on him?
Well, I'm not always acting.
He's
is your name
trying.
Dan as well?
Jungleman, he's trying right now.
You're
He's more Action Dan than you. He's like fucking formatting you.
No, he should be called Action Dan.
I'm in the
And there
whatever,
is
man.
the
Apparently
7.
This is a bold play. Fucking rear-raising me with fucking 9-5.
They ran it once.
So I don't win the first one? God
Wow, your
damn it.
play was
That's
Defense.
complete suicide. I was looking
Defense.
you up.
I just know him as.
Action Dan makes the call, and here we go, a battle of the Dans. We called for it, and now we got
It's the
it.
Giga Chad.
Who deserves the name? Who can live up to the name Dan? There can be only one at the end of this show. And here's our first chance to see Action Dan with a king.
3,000.
I don't think there's any reason to raise here. This is an innocuous flop. If you're ahead, you're way ahead. And Action Dan agrees. He just makes the call. He's going to let Jungleman hang himself. Great turn for Action Dan. And it gives Jungleman an up and down straight draw. So if you're going to bet the flop, I think you got to keep firing when you turn a 5. Unfortunately for him, it means Action Dan is never folding this ever in his life. Do you get it all in here? What's the point of shoving here if you're Action Dan?
So many big chips, can't think right now.
Are you trying to get hero called by a hand that has a lot of equity against you?
All his are perpetuity.
It just goes on forever.
You're trying to get rid of his bluffs?
You're gonna watch a vlog from
I think a call here makes the most sense, and Action Dan tends to figure these things out. He does. What a call. What a call. And if we aren't already sure Action Dan was never folding here, now we're 1,000% sure. Jungleman knows ace high is no good. He's gonna get snapped off if he makes any bet here. Does he need to go all in, or is 20,000 effectively the same?
I feel like I haven't played in
Wants to prove his point as the one true Dan at this table. He is counting out a fat bet. Can he move them over the line? He's going to. There it is. He leaves himself 10,000 behind.
All in.
Look at Jungleman's face. He gives it up.
I feel like they always have it in this
He saves himself 10,000. And he sees the terrible news. Action Dan, it just kept getting better for him.
number 2. It's gonna be tough to stop this guy.
And this feels like Jungleman's villain origin story.
I had to fucking... Had to do that, I guess.
Let the hate flow through you, Jungleman.
Not everyone's mad at you.
I'm sure Dan's really glad to be sunning a 25-50 game.
Yeah.
I swear to God, no one's ever folded in that spot ever.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate it.
In that precise situation. Somehow everyone always has it.
Well, at least you saved yourself 10,000.
Think of how the fuck you could have it. That's part of the thing.
It's not going so great for myself because I decided it was time to run a crazy bluff against what looked like, in my experience in this specific situation in the 4-bet pot, people really, really have a strong hand by the river. It's very like situation specific situation on the king high board in a 4-bet pot, but it probably it's like maybe okay bluff kind of thing. And then he had the nuts anyway, so there's that.
Yeah, there's definitely that.
Yeah, there's lots of raising and re-raising. It's definitely the kind of game you want to have something in. And at least be really shrewd with the kind of bluffs that you're running. And you want to be smart about winning the bounties if you can win it or not, or try not to punt too much doing it, or punt too much running a bluff with 2-7 or 6-9 or whatever it is.
Game would be way too big.
Who has the winning button?
And Action Dan has
me
queens.
this time, buddy. You can form
And
me,
you just
though.
never put this guy on
re-raise.
queens.
You can't do that.
Especially when he limps in. The old man coffee move here. Limping in with your monster.
1,000.
Mariano going to try to win it right now. And this looks fishy, so Jungleman's going to come along with the King 10. Because these guys just all think everyone's up to something no good. Here comes the big raise from Action Dan.
7,000.
Are you fucking kidding?
Jungleman does not want to fold to the other Dan. You can see
I guess I fold, whatever.
the push and pull in his head, but he makes the right decision here.
I have to show, right? I don't have to show. Thank God. Okay.
That was the stupidest call of all time I made.
I don't know, Jungle. I've seen you do some dumb shit.
I've seen you do a lot of dumb shit. That was not even close.
No comment.
Stupidest call in the last 15 minutes. Action Dan. Gonna raise it up. That's a big raise, I think. 2,000. 10x. Sees a lot of dead money out there and says, F it, I'm going to the moon. It's your choice if you want to jump on the shuttle with me. And here is Jungleman, who has position on Action Dan and has a suited hand. Does he want to play? He does. So here we go. The battle of the Dans. Top pair for Jungleman.
1,200.
He's going to make the call. I think Action Dan can slow it down here, especially with this draw. He doesn't need to bet at it. Jungleman is just so weighted towards a king or a 10, and he's not folding either one, I don't think. Not to you. Instead, Action Dan is going to bet.
Doom Zoom.
Let me see Jungleman not folding here. He's going to make the call. Where does Action Dan think he is right now in this hand? Oh, yeah. Binking an ace. That's what. The River Master is back. Action Dan. Ace should not impact this hand at all. The way this played, it's so unlikely an ace impacts this hand because neither player really should have ace king that much. I guess they could. They could have played it like that very passively.
18,000.
Instead, he's just going to make it look like he's just totally getting out of line, and he's targeting exactly the kind of hand that Jungleman has.
Yeah, that's a weird river.
Just great poker from Action Dan because he knows Jungleman wants to hero him. There's always a king here.
Playing the strange category. I'm leaning towards not folding. I don't really get it. No, not that. No, I don't think you can have that. I think you're way more polar than you might think. I don't think you have such hands. You might have two pair. I don't know. I don't really feel like folding it.
How tilted is Jungleman going to be after making this call? He already had to go sit for an hour.
Probably not. Maybe
He's going to lose to his nemesis, the other Dan, once more.
right, like it seems like you have to have aces up or something. I don't know.
Just a random
Like
ace.
10
He was just a pure bluff until then.
I don't know. I hate folding.
There it is. And he's going to get the bad news.
Like, I just don't understand what the plan is. Is the plan to, like, hit a fucking gut shot and just get lucky as shit and bet full pot?
Yeah.
Like, it just makes me so mad.
That's the plan. What's wrong with the
Like, I'm not gonna
plan?
fold ace jack or ace queen.
He is seething. If
Raise,
Jungleman
too.
were a cartoon character right now, there would be steam
Do you think
shooting
I was
out of
gonna
his
bet
ears.
You bet 50 fucking K on the river? This tilts him so hard.
Thank you.
Adding fucking, it's such a joke, dude.
I'm videoing it.
Is there anything more something
That I don't know.
looking at that face? Looking at that face, boss, you know? Are you smiling or is it the suits making you smile? Could be many different things. All right, John, you can pick. Mine, Jungle, he picks one. You flip the one that's a pair. Call it. a lot of responsibility. And if you that's the one that's not a pair, a lot of U.S. dollars unfolded. All right, let's wait one more last. Oh my god. Okay. Pair, I'm calling. I'm a left. No pair, I'm folding. Fold. Did you have it?
I did.
Did you?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The other one, you might as well show the other one now. 2 of them? Thank fucking God, buddy! Dude, that was sick, John. Oh, God.
Nice rip, John.
Action Dan, true to his name, is going to 3-bet. Jungleman, the original opener.
You win this round, Action Dan.
But I come back at the end of the month.
Interesting spot, though. I mean, certainly not conventional, and I am all here. I'm here for that. I like it.
Check.
For those of you wondering why we would show an ad for WPT Global promoting no tournament rake in April, guess what?
Check.
They've extended the promotion, no tournament rake in May now. That's right. No tournament rake in May either. I'm going to have to watch that hand again. I want to talk to Lexo about that one. That was interesting. Yeah, Nolan Brody pointing out, so it was a value shove. The way his hand played out, it really wasn't. It's a weird spot. Like I said, I kind of like it. Like I said, it's a really interesting spot. He clearly doesn't put his opponent on a full house. And when your opponent doesn't have an ace or a deuce, the times your opponent doesn't have an ace or a deuce. Oh, and Jungleman raising there. Action Dan having none of it. What a call here. Maybe don't bluff Action Dan, right?
What a play.
What a beast. Action Dan on fire early on, calling down that bluff.
Yeah. I always forget too.
Somebody wake that man up. Smack him. Hit him.
We got 7,000 people watching Jungle sleep.
If you don't mind.
He's resting for the last lap.
5.
Then he will start running.
500.
Go back to sleep, dude.
Three bet here from Action Dan. Jungleman gonna make the call, I assume. No, he just folds. Yeah, you know what? That's because that's what Jungleman needs. Jungleman needs to relax. Are you fucking kidding me?
Just sitting down.
That's what Jungleman needs. Yeah, let's get him relaxed more. Give me a moment to say hi to some of you in the chat. I see nearly 8,000 of you watching the show. Do us a favor, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends about the show. If you have no friends, go make them. What's up, Benny Blanco? Hello, Alex. Hello, Frogman. Rez CF. I want to thank you all for being here on a Friday night with me. Hostile Casino Live brought to you by High Stakes Poker Productions. I'm David Tuckman. There's the ace. Action Dan. Sizable favorite to win this one. Nobody's got a spade in their hand. Happy Friday indeed, Benny. It's been kind of sleepy. Like I said, it's a sleepy show. We've had a couple of amazing hands. If you missed them, fortunately our show is recorded, so you can watch it at your convenience later on. Hello, Pappy Van Winkle. Thank you, Stephen T. Appreciate the love, man. So Jungleman makes the call. Francisco get a call as well. See if the river changes anything. Well, it's a fourth spade out there. Action Dan has the deuce of spades. But does anybody want to bluff at it now?
Okay.
Action Dan pretty happy to get the showdown. See if Jungleman wants to turn his pair into a bluff right now. He's got to realize his pair is no good. Jungleman with the worst hand among the three players. And he's going to take a shot at it, and he bets pot. Francisco very quickly folds. Now Action Dan's got to decide what to do. And remember, Action Dan bet the turn, and Jungleman was the first caller, despite there playing a player behind him. So Jungleman's certainly going to have some spades in his range. And Action Dan's got to decide if Jungleman has the bluff or not. I kind of love the split screen here. Jungle, Action Dan, $12,400 in there. $6,000 bet facing Action Dan. And Action Dan lets it go. Jungleman gets the best of him.
Somehow I get in these fucking jungle. Ridiculous fucking spots.
I love it. Fucking jungle.
Piece of
You got
shit.
one through.
He did get one through finally.
Man.
I don't want to call there and then I hear the jungle like I don't approve speech.
What?
It's not an approved call.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very solver approved.
I didn't put my glasses on. That was my problem. I should have been in the hunt.
18.
You were on a hunt?
18.
I would have won that. Yeah, I should have been in the hunt.
Tell Ryan to stop inviting.
Raise here from Tom with suited ace queen. We already know he's willing to go all in with that hand.
This is the dumbest game of my entire life.
The only question is, does he do it right here?
I waited 6 years to play this bad. What the fuck do you guys? What do you guys have? How is it possible? How is it possible? I don't get it.
What the hell, guys?
I'm just a passenger this entire day.
This entire day, we've been sitting in the backseat.
Wow. I mean, Action Dan, it took a while for the game to get to this point, but Action Dan's got to be loving it right now. This is exactly what he wants. This is just like, now it's like, you know, inject this directly into his veins. A raise, a 3-bet, a 4-bet. Tom's trying to decide what to do. I mean, I think Tom might have been shoving already. Now it's a question, does he do it anyway? No, he's going to let it go. And now Jungleman's got to decide what to do with King-Jack off suit.
Well, maybe
We just don't waste any time.
No, it can't be that. I think
These guys are both very deep.
it's not on, yeah. Or you might be right.
All in.
Wow.
Count.
Oh my God. What is going on?
How many hands have we got in the last hour?
It's like this game was just this game was just absolutely dust. And somebody just gave it steroids.
I still have I'm at 90 right now.
I lost the last hand of the game.
92.
Here you go, buddy.
Fuck, that's crushing me, but yeah.
I should have slow played it,
Fucking
I guess.
Dan, man.
I was just like, you know what,
fucking
fuck
pay
this
attention. He
bullshit.
doesn't have a fucking puck, so I'm flatting on the puck. I'm nutted here, bro.
You know what? I just felt like, you know what, I'm tired of getting pushed around by this bullshit. I'm fucking all in. What the fuck is this shit?
Did you show?
Yeah.
Jacking off.
I had the King Jack. See, I'm not afraid of all the King Jack.
King Jack offsuit for about $90,000, folks.
What? Good guy, man.
Yes, Eric Peterson, you said it best. Dan on Dan violence.
If you got me there, you fucking got me.
Does anyone here do anything?
I just couldn't take it. I blew a fuse. What? If you had it, you would have really got me. You know what? Fuck it. Blind rage.
Can you call it T? Yeah, get out for
What?
Yeah, 2,000.
Shit.
The battle of the Dans, the battle of the three deuces. And Action Dan wins it with 3 deuce.
Fuck this. No! Oh my God, run it out. I had the same hand.
True story. He did.
The better Dan won.
The better Dan, the better 3 deuce won.
Wow, that's still thing. I guess I should have known you had a wild piece of shit. That was like the one hand I could like maybe battle.